Welcome to Living Off Nodak, everybody. Today we're doing a compost pile. I just started it, never done one before, so we're gonna see how it goes. But we've got the chicken coop over here. This is 2 chicken coop cleanings over the winter, and I've got the bucket full of shredded paper over there, some shredded paper, and all that brown packaging paper that comes in your packages in the mail. I've got a bunch of that cut up in there too. So we're gonna mix a bunch of that in here and stuff. I did take and dig a little bit in, and it's got some little bit of moisture. It's actually started on its own, but a lot of it's still dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start over here where it's a little not so tall. I'm gonna scoop a little bit of it away. We'll throw some paper in it, we'll wet it down, and then we'll just keep adding and layering to it and stirring it up and stirring it up. And then after that, you've got to stir it about every single day for a week or so. So I'll try to stay on top of that. And then I don't have one yet, but I've got to get one of them long thermometers to stick in it to monitor the temp. I think it's supposed to get to around 150 degrees, and that's when it's doing its job correctly. So let's see how this goes, and hope you can stick around and watch me do some shoveling, I guess. I apologize for the tree here. You're not going to be able to see me the whole time, but you guys aren't here to see me anyway. This is a wonderful plum tree. I almost cut it down a couple years ago because it was in the way, and I didn't know it was a plum tree. I just moved in. It didn't produce anything the first year. So I almost cut it down and went on vacation and came back, and there were all these plums on the ground, and they are fantastic plums. I've got plenty of plum jelly, so might have to try to make some wine or mead with it this year. See how that goes. Okay, so I'm going to get it down to a decent layer here. I don't know, a foot or something like that. Get it kind of loosened up a little bit. There's been some snow on top of this, a little bit of rain, but boy, is it dry. So let's take some of this paper. Got some shredded paper here from the shredder at work. I'm just going to throw a bunch in there. It's kind of windy today, so I hope it's not going to bother the mic very much. So please bear with me. I do have the little fuzzy thing, but who knows how that's going to work. So we're going to give her a good watering here. I'm going to soak it up pretty good because it is so dry. Now there's supposed to be so much green matter and brown matter and blah 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 to this. I don't know anything about that. I'm just mixing the stuff up and hope for the best. So and I appreciate the comments. If I'm doing something wrong, I definitely want to hear them. So definitely not wet enough. So dry. Supposed to get some rain tomorrow too, but that's only going to do the top surface. So we've got to get some water and moisture down in the middle of this all the way through. Get a little bit of dirt from underneath there. So it's a pretty nice day out. It's cloudy. About 55 to 60 degrees. Just a nice day for working in the yard. All right, she's starting to get just a little tacky now, so we'll do one more watering, mix it up, and then we'll start layering from the rest of it, I think. Just gonna need a little more water. It takes a lot, doesn't it? But this is the first time doing it, so learning as I go. If it doesn't turn out, I'll learn from my mistakes. So I think what I'll do is throw some more on top here. I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah, this tree's gonna be a pain in the butt to work around, isn't it? At least the brim of my hat keeps it from whacking me in the face. That baseball cap. Not much warning before it just smacks you right in the cheek. Or the eyeball. It's always fun till somebody breaks an eyeball. It's looking better once you get the base started. It seems to be a little bit quicker. Of course, I added a lot more water too, but water down the paper over there so it doesn't blow away. So I try to use just straw for the chickens for their bedding. I have thrown in some pine shavings and stuff too. They kind of like it. Does make it smell a little bit better, that's for sure. So most of this is straw. Well, I'm getting a little out of breath. I don't know if you can tell or not. Mike is right below me. You're probably getting a lot of breathing in the mic. So I ran into a spot over here. There must have been some snow when I threw some more stuff on. There's a layer under here that has already started to break down and decompose. It's a lot darker in color. So that'll help get the rest of it going as well. If you haven't noticed, I haven't been putting much cardboard, or not cardboard, but the paper in, because on that end over there it looks like hardly any straw. So I'm going to save it and put it in some of that stuff over there. There's a lot of straw in this other stuff to help keep it going. So I'm going to save it for that. So typically, I guess what I've been kind of trying to do is just kind of throw it up on the side of the pile that I already did, and then fluff it a little bit, a couple times, maybe 2 or 3, water it until, you can tell that it's not completely dry. And then go to the next batch, throw a little bit more up on, do the same thing, and I'm just kind of working myself around this pile. Dry, that is, when I fluff it. Yeah, see, there's some of that dark stuff I just pulled up right there. And I'm finally around to the side of the tree. I can stand up. That makes it a lot nicer too. Pretty early for tilling the garden, but I tilled it this morning just because I ran the yard rake around last night and piled all the leaves in the garden. And with the wind today, I didn't want them to blow away, so I tilled them in so they wouldn't blow away and they can start decomposing. And I won't plant the garden for 3 or 4 weeks. Typically not before May 15th here in North Dakota. I don't anyway. Some other people do. I'm normally too busy at work to get to it until sometimes mid-June. But it still turns out just fine. Got a rock in there. That's not going to decompose very well. Well, just a couple more stirs away. Is that about where we're at? Getting there. Okay, this is the last watering. I'm not going to stir. Well, I'll fluff it just a little bit, but I think it's done. I'll do one more quick top layer fluff. Give it a little more water. And then we're going to call it done. Yeah, it's looking good. Not too much dry there. Well, like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm not sure if I got enough water. If I stirred it up good enough. If I got the right shape of pile, I have no idea. But I think it'll work okay, because I've got room over here now. So when I have to turn it over every day or every other day, I'll just fold it over. Won't take very long. Shouldn't have to add any more water. I'll have some just in case there are some dry spots, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Well, this is Living Off Nodak. Sorry to bore you with my shoveling and moving and watering and heavy breathing, but it's life. It's got to get done. So this is going to be a great addition to my garden. I've never composted in my garden. I grow a lot of different things in my garden, and you'll see in the future videos. But this compost pile won't be ready by the time I plant my garden, so I'll have to wait until it's ready and then pile some around the plants. I don't think I'll broadcast and do the whole heavy thing or the entire garden. I think I'll just do the rows or the plants or whatever. But we'll see how much I end up with and how far it goes after I plant the garden. So I'll try to keep you updated on how this goes, and maybe in another week I'll do another video on see how dark it's getting, what the temperature is, and stuff like that. So I hope you liked it. Stick around. Please like and share, and we'll see you in the next one.